welcome to another Goliath guitar tutorial. My name is Gareth Evans. Today we're going to be learning the song Stitches by Shawn Mendes. This is a fingerstyle solo acoustic guitar version of the song. I've played you a short preview of what we'll be learning today just now. If you want to go and listen to the whole thing to decide whether you want to be able to learn it like I play it, click the link that's on the screen now if your annotations are enabled. Otherwise, there's a link in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube. Just head there, go and check it out, and then come back here to learn it absolutely free, 100%, note for note. If you want to get hold of the tabs that I've written for this arrangement, you can go to my website, goliathguitartutorials.com. You can click on the screen now if your annotations are enabled. Otherwise, go in the description of this video again. It's usually right at the top of the description. You can get to the page where you can download the tabs for this this lesson. It is 100% free, as is everything at my website, goliathguitartutorials.com. And if it's the first time that you visited there, why don't you stick it in on your bookmarks, even, and check out all the other lessons that I've done there too. Everything on the website is 100% free. You don't have to give your email address. You don't have to sign up to any lists or nothing like that. Everything is just free and accessible the moment that you arrive. And whilst we're on that topic, everything is 100% free here at YouTube. And if you are looking for another way to support me bringing you these lessons, you can head over to patreon.com/Gareth Evans, where you can find my page. In return for your support, you can receive things like early access to the tabs, to the videos, hangouts, guitar lessons, some stuff like that. All your support is appreciated 100%. And we definitely could not be bringing you these lessons for free as we do without your support on Patreon. So thank you to everybody who's considering or who is a current supporter of Patreon or a past supporter. It really does make the difference. If you're looking for an alternate way of learning this song without all the in-depth note-for-note explanations, you can check out my new format, which is tabs on screen format. There'll be a annotation on the screen now. Basically, I'm playing along and with the tabs as they're going along the bottom of the screen. You can slow the video down and learn it at your own pace, a few bars at a time if you want to do it that way. Again, link in the description if you want to go check out that video too. So last thing, I want to mention the strings that I use. I use Elixir guitar strings, and I have done ever since I first tried them. The reasons being, they're really extremely silky smooth to play. They reduce the finger squeak that you experience when you're changing positions with your hands. They're really a top quality product, and also they last for like 3 to 5 times longer than any other string that I've used because they've got this coating on them, and they repel all finger dirt and stuff like that. They really are a top grade quality string, and you will realize that yourself the moment that you stick them on your guitar, which is why it brings me great pleasure to bring you this guitar lesson in association with Elixir strings. Okay, so let's get started with this instruction. We're gonna need a capo on the first fret of your guitar, and if you don't have a capo, I mean, I've heard people using pencils and a rubber band. Just Google that or something on YouTube and you'll find it. But if you haven't got a capo, get a capo. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Essential bit of kit, really. That's the first 4 bars of this instruction. Bars of 1 through 4, and we play it like this. So we start off open 5th string with our thumb, and we've got a series of 2 notes here. These are the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string. Okay, so you've got 4 strokes on them. This is bar 1 now, so you've got 5th string and then 4 strokes on them, 2 strings like I said. The timing is slightly weird because these plucks with your fingers here, they're off the beat, if that makes sense. So they're on the and in between the beats, so it would be 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the rhythmic element to it. After you've got that, you should then move to the 6th string, 3rd fret, and here 3rd fret on the 2nd, 4th fret on the 3rd. exactly the same principle again with your right hand. Thumb on the bass note and then 4 plucks off the beat. Also to note before we carry on is that I am palm muting the bass note. In this section, I don't palm mute at all. In the chorus, I release it, but generally during the intro, verse, and bridge sections, I am palm muting the bass note. So what that means, I'm just touching the top of the string by the bridge here with the palm of my hand, creating a muted effect. Okay, whenever I'm playing a note with my thumb, that's what I'm doing. Okay. FYI. So the difference is, okay, just so you got that. So far what we should have is, okay, next, we come here to like the C shape. What I do, you could use your, you need to come to basically the 3rd fret on the 5th string, back up to the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd. Now, there's 2 ways to play this. If you've got a especially large hand, you can just use your thumb over the top like this. It's a little technique I picked up off Damien Rice. Or you could use your index finger here to play the 3rd fret of the 5th string there. It's up to you. But generally, because my thumb's over the top anyway, I just like flatten it down a little bit more and do it like that. But I'm betting that it's difficult for you to do that. So index finger is probably your best bet. And lastly, bar 4 now, 1st fret on the 6th string and then 1st fret on the 2nd, 2nd fret on the 3rd, okay? And that's all there is to it. So the first 4 bars, pretty easy. Okay, once we've got that, we can move on to the verse section. Okay, that's that section. So we're looking at bars 5 through 8 to begin. It begins. That's bar 5 and 6. It's pretty easy because they're mainly just single notes. You're palm muting again, open 5th string with your thumb, 2nd fret on the 2nd fret on the 3rd, open 3rd, 2nd fret on 4. It's easy. And that's the whole of bar 5. Do note that you don't want to be palm muting all of them. That if that's what you're doing. You want to be letting the melody notes, which is the vocal notes, you want to be letting them ring out. The bass is the one that you want to be muting. Okay, next. That's bar 6. So we come to the 3rd fret on the 6th string, the 2nd fret on the 3rd string again. Them 2 notes there again, palm muting that 6th string. After that, open 3 and then 2nd fret on the 4th again. Okay, and then open 4 and then back on to the 2nd fret on the 4 quickly. Okay, you want to land on that last note there with your middle finger so that you can make the like C position that you need for the next bar. That makes sense. Okay, so let's just back up before we move on though. Bar 5 and 6 together. Okay, and like I said, bar 7 is a C position. Okay, so from where your middle finger was on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, you bring your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 5th. You bring your index finger to the 1st fret of the 2nd. Okay? This bar here is kind of like what we did in the intro. Okay? Thumb on 5 with a mute. followed by 4 plucks on strings 1 and 2 this time. Okay? And then back. First fret on the 6th is bar 8 now. First fret on the 6th, and then first fret on the 2nd, second fret on the 3rd is what we did in bar 4 in the intro. Is this position again. But this time what we're doing, we're playing thumb and then 3 plucks, 1, 2, 3, and then open 4, second fret on 4 to finish the bar this time, because that is the melody part. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I'll play it for you again now. Bar 7 and 8 together goes. And to back up bar 5 through 8, all together the verse so far, the first 4 bars. Okay, let's move on now, bar 9. That's bar 9 through 12. So what we've got is, that's basically the whole of bar 9. Open 5 with a mute. Open 4 and then second fret on 4. And then same thing again, open 4, second fret on 4. And that's the whole of bar 9. Bar 10. So it's 3rd fret on 6, open 4, 3rd fret on 5. And then followed by open 4, 3rd fret on 5 again. Okay? So it's, and that's the whole of bar 10. Okay, so let's back up. Bar 9 and 10 together should play like this. Okay, I'll play that again slowly for you, because maybe the timing is what's tricky with this part. So it's 2, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully you've got that. If not, then repeat the video or just skip back in the video and try and get that again. Play along with me kind of thing. So bar 11 and 12 now. It's again, what we're doing here, because we've just landed on that 3rd fret of the 5th string, that would be your bass note for the beginning of bar 11, but we're going to leave that out. So there's no note at the beginning of bar 11. It usually would be a bass note. So after that, you've got 1st fret on the 2nd string again with the open 1st, just 4 plucks off the beat like we did in the intro. But in the intro we had that bass note. Like I said, we're leaving that out in this bar as like a one-off. So it's 4 plucks off the beat there, and then we go into that F shape again, exactly like we did in the intro in bar 4. 1st fret on the 6th string with your thumb, and then 4 plucks in that position there. So bar 11 and 12 together should play like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully that made sense. And let's repeat now, or recap. Bar 9 through 12 should play like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully that made sense to you. What I'm going to do is recap 5 through 12 all in all. I'm going to count us in because they kind of fit together with the vocal melody at the end of bar 8 and the beginning of bar 9. So I'm just going to recap it all and let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. that's that. And moving on now, we're going to look at bars 13 through 16. Okay, so looking at these bars, it is an exact replica of the first line of the verse. So bars 5 through 8 are repeated other than the very end. So bar 13 is the same as bar 5 we learned before. And again, 14 is the same as 6. And then 15 is the same as 7. 16 is not the same. There's one difference as 8. So it's this time it's thumb on 6 here, and then 2 plucks instead of 3 like you did in bar 8. So it's 2 plucks, and then replace the third pluck with the a single note on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So altogether the bar goes. Did I play that right? I played that 3 times. 1, 2. That's how it goes. So it's okay. So basically, you're replacing the last pluck on strings 2 and 3 with this note here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and everything else is the same. Okay. So that's 13 through 16 dealt with. Just to recap quickly now. Next, we're moving on to bar 17 through 20. It plays like this. Okay, so we start in bar 17, open 5, open 4 twice. Okay. And then we come to them positions there. 3rd fret on the 5th, 2nd fret on the 4th. After that, bar 18. Okay. This is actually a repeat of bar 10, but I'll go through it again. 3rd fret on the 6th string, open 4, and then 3rd fret on the 5th. Followed by open 4, 3rd fret on the 5th again. And then, okay, probably shouldn't go that fast. I'll just recap 17 and 18 together before I go on to the next bit. Sorry about that. So 17 and 18. Okay, and like I was eager to do just now, the remainder bar 19 and 20 is a repeat of bar 11 and 12, where you miss out the first beat but play the 4 offbeat strikes on strings 1 and 2 in the C position, and then bar 20, again another repeat of the F position like we did in the intro, no big deal. Bar 19 and 20 together, if you need that recapping, goes. Okay, so let's recap bar 17 through 20. It goes 2, 3, 4. And before we finish, just recap 13 through 20 to give you a picture of how this all fits together before we move on to the next part. So let's try that then. 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you got this far, well done. It was a long lesson, this, for a part 1, but we've got 20 bars under our belts now, and you should be able to play the intro and verse number 1. So if you want to carry on with this lesson, like I mentioned in the intro, everything is 100% free. at my website, goliathguitartutorials.com. We're going to go next into the bridge section, bar 21 onwards, and then the chorus straight after that. So part 2 of this lesson will be available if you click the link on the screen now, if your annotations are enabled. Otherwise, go to the top of the description of this video. If you're watching on YouTube, you click that link there, you'll go directly to part 2. Like I said, everything was 100% free. You don't have to worry about having to pay or put your email address in or anything. And if anybody asks in the comments, people always ask this in the comments, when are you releasing part 2? I'm not going to release part 2 to YouTube. You have to go to my website to see it. And that's just how I'm able to keep these lessons free, because YouTube doesn't really pay a lot to people who generate content of covers and guitar lessons, because it's basically you get a content ID match off somebody else's copyrighted material, because this is somebody else's song. I don't get a lot of money from these. So the way that I keep the ball rolling, keeping everything free, is by putting it on my website, so that I get a little bit of revenue from the adverts on there. So thanks for watching. If you do want to support me on Patreon, again, you can click the link that's on your screen now, or a link down in the description of this video, Patreon/Gareth Evans. You can get perks, like I said before, early access to the tabs, the videos, you get hangouts, and guitar lessons with me on Skype, that kind of thing. So if you want to check out some of my other YouTube channels, I've got a few other YouTube channels you can check out behind the scenes at Gareth Evans Extras. You can check out my gaming channel, Gareth Evans Gaming, and you can check out my chat kind of vloggy review type of channel called The Brew. You can find links for those all in the description of this video, and being a subscriber and watching them videos again helps me produce this content absolutely free. So all your support, all your likes, all your shares, all your subscriptions, 100% grateful for those. I really do appreciate people who take the time to support me, because it does mean the world to me, and it does make the difference between me charging people for this content, which I don't ever want to do, and it being available absolutely free. So thank you to everybody who supports me. And that's enough talking for now. I will see you again in the next part. Until then, bye for now.